In the climactic season 29 finale of The Bachelor, fans around the world held their breath as Grant Ellis, the 31-year-old day trader from Austin, Texas, stood torn between two incredible women, Juliana and Licia. It was a season marked by emotional highs, raw vulnerability, unaffected twists, and the kind of real, slow-burn love story that Bachelor Nation lives for. Now that the final rose has been handed out and the ring has found a finger, it's time to unpack everything that led up to that unforgettable moment. Who truly won Grant's heart? How did we get here? And what does it all mean? Let's go all the way back through dates, drama, declarations, and doubts to understand why Juliana won The Bachelor and what it took to get there. Juliana was a frontrunner from the moment she stepped out of the limo. Quietly confident, 28 years old, and deeply intuitive, she never chased the spotlight. Instead, she built her connection with Grant slowly, carefully, with consistent warmth. Their one-on-one dates were emotional, sometimes even tearful. What Juliana brought was presence. She wasn't flashy. She wasn't there to perform. She was there to be seen, heard, and loved, and she wanted to love Grant in return. What made Juliana stand out was her emotional maturity. In moments when others panicked or played games, she leaned in, she listened. When Grant opened up about past trauma, a broken engagement, lingering trust issues, Juliana never rushed to reassure. She sat in the discomfort with him, proving she could be the kind of partner who walks through fire instead of running from it. Licia, by contrast, was a storm, bold, brilliant, and impossible to ignore. At 30, she came in with a confidence that sometimes read as cocky but always commanded attention. She and Grant had intense chemistry, electric kisses, late-night laughs, and deep conversations about the future. Their relationship burned brighter, faster, but with fire comes unpredictability. While Licia offered passion, she also brought pressure. Her timeline was clear: marriage soon, kids within 2 years, a life built efficiently and fast. Grant admired her clarity, but questioned whether he could meet her on that path, especially after hearing how strongly her family prioritized milestones. Juliana charmed them instantly. She was kind, articulate, and asked thoughtful questions. But most importantly, she made Grant smile, not with giddy infatuation, but with comfort. Who wins The Bachelor? The full breakdown of Grant Ellis' journey to love. Grant Ellis wasn't the typical bachelor. A 32-year-old financial consultant from Denver, Colorado, with a calm demeanor and deeply introspective personality, Grant won America over during his emotional run on The Bachelorette the season prior. Known for his heartfelt conversations, honesty about past heartbreak, and a surprisingly sharp sense of humor, producers and fans alike believed Grant was ready to lead his own journey. From the start, this season promised something different: more emotional depth, more tough conversations, and ultimately more heartbreak. When Grant stepped out of the limo on night one, he made it clear to the 30 women vying for his heart that this wasn't about playing the game. He was searching for someone to share a future with, a partner, not a fantasy. From that moment, Grant's story began unfolding into what would become one of the most emotionally complex seasons in Bachelor history. From the first cocktail party, a few contestants made strong impressions on both Grant and the audience. Among them were Juliana, a 29-year-old pediatric nurse from Miami, whose effortless charm and warm energy had Grant smiling instantly. Their early connection set the tone for what would become the most significant relationship of the season. Licia, a 30-year-old entrepreneur from Sacramento, captivated viewers with her emotional intelligence and a strong sense of self. She challenged Grant early on, asking questions that pushed him to open up even more. Sienna, a quirky artist from Brooklyn, brought spontaneity and color into Grant's world, often surprising him with her creative dates and thoughtful gestures. Hometown dates changed everything. On paper, Licia was the logical choice, but love, as Grant learned, isn't always logical. In the final week, Grant had heart-to-heart conversations with both women. He asked Juliana if she was truly ready to commit. Yes, 1,000,000 times, she answered with tearful honesty. With Lydia, the conversation was more reserved. When he asked how she'd react if he didn't want kids on her timeline, her hesitation made him pause. Grant traveled across the country to meet the families of his final 4 women: Juliana, Lydia, Sienna, and Cassie, a last-minute surprise who rose quickly after a 2-on-1 date turned emotional. Juliana's family embraced Grant immediately, with her father delivering one of the most touching monologues in franchise history. "My daughter's been through a lot," he said. "Just don't love her if it's halfway." Lish's visit was much more serious. Her family asked Grant tough questions about timelines, religious values, and long-term commitments. While their chemistry was undeniable, Grant left that hometown date wondering if they were too different. Sienna's family welcomed Grant with open arms, but during a private conversation, Sienna revealed she might not be ready for an engagement. The look on Grant's face said everything. His heart sank. Cassie's hometown was lighthearted but emotionally shallow. Though their physical chemistry was off the charts, Grant seemed unsure whether their connection went deeper than attraction. After emotional deliberation, Grant sent Cassie home. Her tears were real, but Grant followed his instincts. It was a mature decision, and the audience applauded his emotional clarity. At the final 3, the overnight dates revealed the true heart of the season. Grant and Sienna ended things mutually. They both knew they weren't on the same path. That left Juliana and Lydia, the 2 women Grant had been the most emotionally connected to all